Hey everyone, welcome to my channel guys. This is Pranshi Verma and in this video we are going to learn machine learning multiple choice question with answer unit 4. Okay, let's begin. First question is true or false KNN algorithm does more computation on test time rather than train time. Okay, so true or false statement this statement is true or false. So here right option is option A, that is true, because in KNN the training phase of the algorithm consists only of storing the features vectors and class labels of the training samples. In this testing phase, a test point is classified by assigning the label which are most frequent among the k-training samples nearest to that query point, hence higher computational. Okay, so this statement is true. Next question, which of the following distance metric cannot be used in KNN? Option A, Manhattan. Option B, Minkowski. Option C, Tanimoto. Option D, Jacquard. Option D, Mahalanobis. And option F is all can be used. So here, right answer is option F. All of these distance metric can be used as a distance metric. All of these distance metric can be used as a distance metric for KNN algorithm. Next question. Which of the following option is true about KNN algorithm? Option A. It can be used for classification. Option B. It can be used for regression. Option C. It can be used in both classification and regression. Right answer is option C, because we can also use KNN for regression problem as well as classification. Okay, in this case, the prediction can be based on the mean or the medium of the k most similar instances. Guys, tips of this video is KNN algorithm topic is very important topic in your syllabus, so kindly cover it very well, please. Next, question number 5 ले लेते हैं. Which of the following statement is true about KNN algorithm? Option 1. KNN performs much better if all of the data have the same scale. Second one is KNN works well with a small number of inputs, variable p, but struggles when the number of inputs is very large. Option 3. KNN makes no assumptions about the functional form of the problem being solved. So here three statements are given and option A is 1 and 2 statement is true about KNN. Option B is 1 and 3 statement is true about KNN, and option C is only one is means only first statement is true about KNN, and option D is all of the above. So here right answer is option D, all of the above. The above mentioned statement are assumption of KNN algorithm. Okay, read it well. Question number 6. Which of the following machine learning algorithm can be used for inputting missing values of both categorical and continuous variables? Option A, KNN. Option B, linear regression. Option C, logistic regression. So here your right option is option A. KNN algorithm can be used for imputing missing values of both categorical and continuous variables. Okay, question number 7. Which of the following is true about Manhattan distance? Option A. It can be used for continuous variable. Option B. It can be used for categorical variables. Option C. It can be used for categorical as well as continuous, and option D is none of the above. Right answer is option A. It can be used for continuous variable. Okay, because Manhattan distance is designed for calculating the distance between real valued features. Okay guys अगर आपको KNN एल्गोरिथम में कोई डाउट है या कोई प्रॉब्लम है इस टॉपिक में तो आप मुझे कमेंट करके बताइएगा. मैं आपको KNN एल्गोरिथम का एक सेपरेट वीडियो प्रोवाइड करा दूंगी. ओके, नाउ क्वेश्चन नंबर 8. Which of the following distance measure do we use in case of categorical variable in KNN? Option A, Hamming distance. Option B, Euclidean distance. Option C, Manhattan distance. Right Your options are option A 1, option B 2, option C 3, option D 1 and 2 both, option E 2 and 3 both, and option F is 1, 2 and 3. So right option is option A 1, because both Euclidean and Manhattan distance are used in case of continuous variable, whereas Hamming distance is used in case of categorical variable. Okay. Question number 9. Which of the following will be Euclidean distance between the two data points? A point is 1, 3 and B point is 2, 3. Option A 1, option B 2, option C 4 and option D 8. Guys, this is very important question. प्लीज आप इसको करके जाइएगा. चांसेस हैं इस टॉपिक से क्वेश्चन आने के, बहुत ज़्यादा चांसेस हैं. सो हियर हाउ टू कैलकुलेट इट. देखिए यहाँ पर क्या करना होता है, हमें इसको स्क्वायर लेना होता है. जो हमारा डिस्टेंस है टू कैलकुलेट इज स्क्वायर ऑफ x1 by 1 एंड ये है x2 by 2. ओके, सो x1 माइनस x2 का होल स्क्वायर प्लस बाई 2 सॉरी बाई 1 माइनस बाई 2 का होल स्क्वायर प्लस ओवरऑल इसको सॉल्व करने के बाद इसका स्क्वायर. तो यहाँ पर हम माइनस करते हैं स्क्वायर, तो यहाँ पर जब हम इसको सॉल्व करेंगे तो यहाँ पर क्या आएगा गाइस, 1 माइनस 2 की पावर 2 इज इक्वल टू माइनस 1 की पावर 2 दैट इज 1 प्लस 0 की पावर 2 is 0. So square of 1 is 1. So right answer is 1. Okay, so here right answer is option A, that is 1. I hope आपको समझ में आया होगा किस तरह कैलकुलेट किया है. Question number 10. Which of the following will be the Manhattan distance between the two data points? Option A. Point A is 1, 3 and point B is 2, 3. Okay. How to solve it? Square लेंगे मोड 1 minus 2 that is x1 as above. क्वेश्चन में जैसे हमने पहले वाले क्वेश्चन में सॉल्व किया था ठीक वैसे ये x1 and y1 है एंड ये this is x2 and y2. Now mode 1 minus 2 यानी कि x1 minus y1 plus mode y2 sorry x2 minus y2. Okay, so 3 minus 3. So square of 1 plus 0 is 1. So here right answer is also 1. Question number 11 to 12. आपको क्या है, एक कंटेक्स्ट दिया हुआ है, ये आपको कुछ क्लास दी हुई है, इसके अकॉर्डिंग आपको वर्क करना है. In question number 11 and 12, suppose you have given the following data where x and y are the two input variables and class is the dependent variable. Okay, so आप थोड़ा देखिए ध्यान से, मैं इसको जूम करके दिखाती हूँ आपको. ये देखिए, आई होप अब आपको क्लियर है. आप देख सकते हैं, दिस इज योर एक्स एंड वाई टेबल एंड क्लास. ओके, अकॉर्डिंग टू दिस आप वीडियो पॉज कर लीजिएगा. Below is a scatter plot which shows the above data in 2D space. यहाँ पर आपको कुछ scatter plots दी गए हैं गाइस, इसको आप ध्यान से देखिए. दिस इज अ स्केटर प्लॉट, आप ध्यान से देख सकते हैं. स्क्रीनशॉट ले लीजिएगा आप अपने फोन या लैपटॉप में. So according to this, question number 11 is, suppose you want to predict the class of new data point x is equal to 1 and y is equal to 1. Okay, using Euclidean distance in 3nn, in which class the data point belongs to. Okay, option A plus class, option B minus class, option C can't say, and option D is none of these. Here right answer is option A plus class. All because all three nearest points are of plus class, so this point will be classified as plus class. Okay, आप दोबारा से जूम करके देख लीजिएगा एक बार क्लासेस को, एंड जो आपको स्कैटर प्लॉट ग्राफ शो किया था मैंने उसको भी. तो अगर आपको कोई डाउट होगा तो वो क्लियर हो जाएगा. क्वेश्चन नंबर 12. In the previous question, you are now want to use 7nn instead of 3knn. Which of the following x equal to 1 and y equal to 1 will belongs to? Option A plus class, option B minus class, and option C can't say. So here right option is option B is minus class. Now the point will be classified as minus class because there are 4 minus class and 3 plus class. Point are in nearest circle. Look at the scatter plot graph again very carefully. And guys, now tips for your examination. जहाँ भी आपको क्वेश्चन पेपर में ऐसा क्वेश्चन मिलता है जहाँ आपको स्कैटर प्लॉट ग्राफ गिवन है या फिर कुछ कोई डायग्राम गिवन है या फिर कोई पिक्चर दे दी है, तो प्लीज़ आप उस क्वेश्चन को बहुत बहुत ध्यान से सॉल्व कीजिएगा, 2 टाइम्स उसको चेक कीजिएगा आपका आंसर राइट है या रॉन्ग है प्लीज़, बिकॉज इस टाइप के क्वेश्चंस में आपका रॉन्ग होने के चांसेस ज़्यादा होते हैं, राइट होने के चांसेस बहुत कम होते हैं, बिकॉज पिक्चर्स आपको जो इस टाइप की स्कैटर प्लॉट्स की पिक्चर्स मिलती हैं एग्जाम में, आप इस टाइप के क्वेश्चन तभी सॉल्व कर सकते हैं जब आपको आपका टॉपिक क्लियर है, आपको पता है कि वर्क किस तरह कर रहा है हमारा मशीन लर्निंग। ओके, नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन नंबर 13 एंड 14 के लिए है, सपोज यू हैव गिवन द फॉलोइंग टू क्लास डेटा वेयर plus represent a positive class and inverted commas is represent negative class. Okay, so here ध्यान से देखिए इस ग्राफ को। In this, according to this, question number 13 is, which of the following value of k in KNN would minimize the leave one out cross validation accuracy? Option A 3, option B 5, option C both have same, option D none of these. So here right option is option B 5. 5NN will have least leave one out cross validation error. Okay, according to this, इसी के अकॉर्डिंग आपसे क्वेश्चन नंबर 14 आपके लिए है, this is, which of the following would be the leave on out cross validation accuracy for k is equal to 5? Option A 2 by 14, option B 4 by 14, option C 6 by 14, option D 8 by 14, and option E none of the above. So here option E is right option, because in 5NN we will have 10 by 14 leave, 1 out cross validation accuracy. Next question number 15. Which of the following will be true about k in KNN in terms of bias? Option A. When you increase the k, the bias will be increases. Option B. When you decreases the k, the bias will be increases. Option C, can't say. Option D, none of these. Right option is option A. When you increase the k, the bias will be increases. Because large k means simple model always consider as high bias. Okay, this is consider, not to be consider. Here spelling is consider. This is consider. Question number 16. Which of the following will be true k in KNN in terms of variance? Option A. When you increase the k, the variance will increases. Option B. When you decreases the k, the variance will increases. Option C, can't say, and option D, none of these. Here your right option is option B. When you decrease the k, the variance will increases, because simple mode will be considered as less variance model. Next question. The following two distance, Euclidean distance and Manhattan distance. Okay, so two distance है आपके पास. First one Euclidean distance and second one Manhattan distance have given to you, which generally be used in KNN algorithm. These distance are between 2 points. Points A is x1 by 1 and second point is B, that is x2 by 2. Your task is to check the both distance by seeing the following two graphs. Which of the following option is true about below graph? Okay, so यहाँ पर आपको दो ग्राफ भी बने, आप ध्यान से देख सकते हैं. दिस इज, इससे ज़्यादा जूम नहीं हो पाएगा गाइस. यहाँ पर इसके एक्सिस मैं बता देती हूँ, इसके एक्सिस बता देती हूँ मैं आपको. यहाँ पे मेंशन है a x1 by 1, यहाँ पर v x2 by 2, एंड हियर आल्सो यहाँ पे a x by 1 and यहाँ पर b x2 by 2. Okay, so there are two graph given in this question. This is very important question guys. Here option A is, left is Manhattan distance and right is Euclidean distance. Option B, left is Euclidean distance and right is Manhattan distance. Option C, neither left or right are a Manhattan distance, and option D, neither left or right are a Euclidean distance. Here, right option is option B, because according to left is the graphical depiction of how Euclidean distance works, whereas right one is of Manhattan distance. Okay, so this is for Manhattan, okay, and this is for Euclidean. Left one is Euclidean. Okay, question number 18. When you find noise in data, which of the following option would you consider in KNN? Option A, I will increase the value of k. Option B, I will decrease the value of k. Option C, noise cannot be dependent on value of k. Option D, none of these. So here your right option is option A. I will increase the value of k because to be more sure of which classifications you make, you can try increasing the value of k. Question number 19. In KNN, it's very likely to overfit due to the course of dimensionality. Which of the following option would you consider to handle such problem? Option A, यहाँ पर आपको two problems दिए हैं. First problem is dimensionality reduction and second problem is feature selection. According to this, your options are option A is 1, option B 2, option C 1 and 2, and option D none of these. So here right option is 1 or 2, that is C, because in such cases you can use either dimensionality reduction algorithm or the feature selection algorithm. Okay, question number 20. Below are two statements given. Which of the following will be true both statement? Statement 1 is KNN is a memory based approach is that the classifier immediately adapts as well collect new training data. Second option is the computational complexity for classifying new samples grows linearly with the number of samples in the training dataset in the worst case scenario. So according to these two statements, your option A is 1, option B say 2, option C 1 and 2, option D none of these. So here your right answer is option C, that is 1 and 2. Because both are true and self-explanatory algorithms. Because both are true and self-explanatory statements. Question number 21, very important. आना ही है इस टाइप का क्वेश्चन तो एग्जाम में गाइस. Suppose you have given the following images. First one left, second middle, and third right. Okay, so ये हो गई आपकी left. This is your left image. This is your middle image, and this is your right image. Okay. So now your task is to find out the value of k in KNN in each image, where k1 is for first, k2 is for second, and k3 is for third figure. Okay, according to these three figures, left, middle, and right, your option A is k1 is greater than k2 is greater than k3. Option B is k1 is less than k2. Option C, k1 is equal to k2 is equal to k3, and option D is none of these. Here right answer is option D, that is none of these, because value of k is highest in k3 whereas in k1 is the lowest. Okay, आप जरूर ये स्क्रीनशॉट ले लीजिएगा इसका, आप यहाँ से स्क्रीनशॉट जरूर ले लीजिएगा इसका और इसको ध्यान से एग्जामिन कीजिएगा. अगर एग्जाम में आपको इस टाइप का कोई क्वेश्चन मिलता है तो प्लीज़ गाइस सारे पिक्चर्स को, सारे ग्राफ्स को आप प्लीज़ ध्यान से देखिएगा, उसके बाद ही राइट आंसर चूज कीजिएगा. ओके, क्वेश्चन नंबर 22. Which of the following value of k in the following graph would you give leastly burnout cross validation accuracy? Cross validation, very important part of your syllabus, so please focus on it. So यहाँ पर आपको एक क्या हुआ है, ग्राफ दिया हुआ है guys. This is graph. According to this, your options are option A 1, option B 2, option C 3, option D 5, and right answer here is option B, that is 2, because if you keep the value of k as 2, it gives the lowest cross validation accuracy. Okay, आप इसको ट्राई कर सकते हैं अपने अकॉर्डिंग. यू कैन ट्राई दिस आउट योरसेल्फ. क्वेश्चन नंबर 23. A company has built a KNN classifier that gets 100% accuracy on training data. When they deployed this model on client side, it has been found that the model is not at all accurate. Which of the following things might gone wrong? यहाँ पर एक नोट भी मेंशन है आपके लिए. This is model has successfully deployed and no technical issues are found at client side expect the model performance. According to this, options A, it is probably a overfitted model. Option B, it's probably underfitted model. Option C, can't say. Option D, none of these. So right answer is option A, because in an overfitted module, it seems to be performing well on training data, but it's not generalized enough to give the same results on a new data. Okay, next question number 24. You have given the following two statements. Find which of these options are true in case of KNN. Option 1 is, in case of very large value of k, we may include points from other classes into the neighborhood. Second statement is, in case of two small values of k, the algorithm is very sensitive to noise. Option A is 1, option B is 2, option C 1 and 2, and option D none of these. So here right option is option C 1 and 2, because both the option are true are self-explanatory. Okay. Question number 25. Which of the following statements is true for KNN classifiers? Option A. The classification accuracy is better with large values of k. Option B. The decision boundary is smoother with smaller values of k. Option C. The decision boundary is linear. And option D is KNN does not require an explicit training step. Okay. Option D is right answer. KNN does not require an explicit training step, because according to option A, the classification accuracy is better with larger value of k. This is not always true. You have to ensure that the value of k is not too high or not too low. Okay, so this is false. Option B के according, the decision boundary is smoother with smaller value of k. This statement is not true, because the decision boundary can be a bit jagged. Okay, and option C is same as option B. So यहाँ पर option D is the right statement and right option of this question. Okay, question number 26. True false आपको mention करना है. It is possible to construct a 2NN classifier by using the 1NN classifier. Option A true and option B is false. Right answer is option A, that is true, because you can implement a 2NN classifier by ensembling 1NN classifier. Okay, question number 27. In KNN, what will happen when you decrease the value of k? Option A, the boundary becomes smoother with increasing value of k. Option B, the boundary becomes smoother with decreasing value of k. Option C, smoothness of boundary doesn't dependent on value of k, and option D is none of these. Here option A is right answer, because the decision boundary would become smoother by increasing the value of k. Question number 29. Following are the two statements given for KNN algorithm. Which of the statement is true? Statement 1 is, we can choose an optimal value of k with the help of cross validation. Second statement is, Euclidean distance treat each features as equally important. Option A is 1, option B is 2, option C 1 and 2, and option D none of these. So here your right answer is option C, that is 1 and 2, because both the statements are true. Okay, now question number 29 and 30 के लिए कुछ instructions हैं, वो आप ध्यान से read कीजिए please. Suppose you have trained a KNN model and now you want to get the prediction on test data. Before getting the prediction, suppose you want to calculate the time taken by KNN for predicting the class for test data. Note, यहाँ पर एक note भी mention है आपके लिए, इसको भी आप ध्यान से देखिए, that this is calculating the distance between two observations will take d time. Okay. According to this, question number 29, what would be the time taken by one NN if there are n very large observation in test data? So option A, n multiply by d. Option B, n multiply by d multiply by 2. Option C, n multiply by d divided by 2. And option D, none of these. So here right option is option A, that is n multiply d. The value of n is very large, so option A is correct. Okay. Question number 30. What would be the relation between the time taken by 1NN, 2NN and 3NN? According to क्वेश्चन नंबर 29 और 30 के लिए आपको इंस्ट्रक्शंस दिए जो मैंने अभी आपको पहले ही बता दिए हैं. So according to this question number 30, option A is 1NN greater than 2NN and 10 greater than 3NN. Option B, 1NN less than 2NN and then less than 3NN. Option C, 1NN equivalent to 2NN equivalent to 3NN. Option D, none of these. Right answer is option C, that is 1NN equivalent to 2NN equivalent to 3NN. Okay. So the training time for any value of k in KNN algorithm is the same. So this is equivalent. Okay guys, now let's wind up this lecture. See you in the next video. Make sure to subscribe to my channel for more updates. Wish you very all the best for your examination. Thanks for watching. Bye.